I wonder if he's been here yet.
Ugh, it's a nasty day.
No, get that gutter up.
I know.
Through a wall of water.
Well, we have a long list of shit to do.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while yet. Ta-da!
So we're going to be doing a whole video of the bathroom, like as its own thing. But, well, I would say for the most part, me and Bill really burnt the midnight oil. Oh, no, we burnt the winter oil, getting the darn roof on. And so we got really burnt. We were doing roofing on Christmas fucking Day.
Yeah.
So we've kind of just been taking summer off. And also making sure we do the bathroom right.
And I know some people were wondering about the house because we haven't been showing anything lately.
It's just, we got so burnt out on it.
And it's a lot, you know, we got to do it as we go along. But this is the vanity.
For the lower bathroom.
For the lower bathroom. Yeah, and I stuck a towel in there just to see what it would look like because that's where the towels are going to go.
How you imagine it. Kind of like how you have the base to your shower and you stand in it every so often just to imagine.
Just to,
yeah.
I'll be glad when that's fucking done.
I'm thinking today we can work on the basement a little bit.
Yeah,
which you said you got some surprises for that.
A couple things done down there. It's not finished, but
yeah.
We'll see what's going on.
By the way,
has anybody seen the bathroom lately?
I don't know, but it hasn't really changed that much in a while.
No, it hasn't.
We've just been messing around with it.
All the work has been underneath the floor. Like you can see all the lines I drew where I needed to put bracing.
Well, I'm still sitting on that footage of us doing all of it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm figuring what we'll do is we'll have that as its own thing of just the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
But we might just do the flooring. That might be better because there's going to be so much. It's kind of growing and growing and growing.
And this, the piping's going to have to move over one more.
Is all that crap still back there? Yep.
Yeah, so I got to get a dumpster in here, but Jesus. Let me grab my glasses. And we'll see what's going on down here.
Oof. You're going to have to get your dehumidifier plugged in again because it's
the good
nasty.
stuff is all over this way.
Oh, you have made some changes. Oh, you did.
This is where the washer and dryer obviously is
Here,
going to go.
Let me change to a different white balance.
Okay.
All right.
And a lot of work has been done. See, the pipes were here. And all there was on here was one spigot for the cold, and the other pipe just ended, and there was nothing there. And then for some reason they put a T on here that was just wide open. So I had to plug it up, and then as I'm turning it in, this whole fitting came off. As I'm working on this, the fitting came off. As I'm working on that, the fitting just came off in my hand.
So it's like they didn't even get it hot enough.
Yes.
Did you remove the wood from that? Or did you just clean it?
I just cleaned the window. And
that looks so nice.
I had to caulk all the gaps, and this is where that bump out is upstairs. And if you go over here, you can see these boards were all along there. So I took the boards out and vacuumed up like hundreds of spiders and spider nests.
I know how much you hate spiders and snakes and
And
stuff,
then if
right?
you get your head up in there, as I did, you probably can't now, but I had to, you could see light coming through everywhere.
Yeah, I can see it.
So I had to caulk all that shit up. Each one of these had to be all caulked up, and you could see the caulking in there, and caulked along there, and I caulked along this bottom sill plate, sealed up the window. Here's where the dryer vent is. And this whole wall was filled with boards and fasteners and nails and clips.
Oh, you got all this shit off here too. Yeah. That's what you're just saying. Sorry, I was thinking about the water heater.
I had to clean all this shit off.
You were thinking that you might not need this water heater, right?
Right.
So we're just gonna, I might be able to find a use for it, but we're just gonna say if anybody needs a water heater in Hillsboro, post a comment.
It's electric, and
it was flooded, but it's dried out for a couple months.
Yeah, and they had it setting up too, but you know, it's probably still good. But
so yeah, free water heater if anyone wants it, or I can make hot chocolate in it. It's an idea.
And the thing about this is, I was using a MAP gas torch.
Too hot?
Way too hot, and I thought I had it sealed up, and then I came down the next day, and there was like a little bit of moisture, and I thought, oh fuck! So I got to redo that.
It looks so good.
Oh, and I don't want these sitting on the floor.
Oh?
So I'm like, how am I going to get it off the floor? Well, the answer to that is over here.
Okay. Oh, you got it all stacked up too. Look at that. Ah.
Yeah, I moved it. Here is the platform.
Foam? Or is that wood?
This is the platform I made for the washer and dryer.
Is it the right dimensions?
Yep. And it's all painted.
Whenever we get the old washing machine.
And, like the bracing.
Forgot that was down here.
is all set up.
So it's the right dimensions of it too.
Yeah, so like, here's the dryer, here's the washer. That was just the pile that used to be over there. I still got that one to deal with, all the shit upstairs to deal with. So I kind of got...
You really outdid yourself with this. So what did you use for the top piece? One of those pieces that we found in the trash, or?
Yeah, well, this is all stuff that you found. Just all
See,
this,
aren't you happy I kept this stuff?
There was...
Sometimes it can be a little puzzle to get it open. Is it the ones that had like that teal paint on it?
I think it's...
Like these ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had
Those
one
ones.
big piece that was big enough for this. And then I had...
It looks nicer than that nasty teal paint
then
on
this
it.
piece was like this. It was a real long piece of this, but it happened to be the perfect thickness.
Yeah.
So I stuck it on, cut it to length, and then just trimmed that edge off.
That's good.
And then I sanded it, cleaned it up, and I'm like, I don't want to leave it just, I want it to be nice.
Yeah.
It's nothing super high end, but at least it's going to be nice.
I'm thinking a lot of these thinner boards are cedar. We might want to save those for something special, like making boxes or shelving out of. But yeah, a lot of that stuff, that's just useful for anything.
Oh, well, like that. All that came out of it's like, oh, this piece will work good for that, and that piece will work good for that. And now that insulation, what I want to do,
The purple?
stuck insulation in there.
The R12 purple insulation or the...
that stuff right there.
Oh, right.
I'm going to insulate.
Is this that stuff that I gave you from my mom's?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So imagine this will all be insulated, and then the last thing to be done will be to push the washer and dryer in place. And it was kind of wet. It's been drying out.
We might want to have the foam only go, insulation only go down to here and have it open, and that way it can, because otherwise it's going to rot.
Well,
You know?
after it dries out, now that it's sealed.
Yeah, but once we put insulation back up, it's going to.
Well, but once it
retain
dries out, though, it'll be all right because it's all been sealed now. This has all been sealed along the bottom, along there.
No, but it hasn't. It's still getting moisture from the concrete directly into the wood.
Well, this
'cause that
doesn't. You know how we put this over on the other side and it stayed wet? This was completely.
No, but that's where it comes from. That's where the moisture comes from.
I think it was coming from the outside.
I've read a lot of studies, and well, have we sealed up the outside because it's still just the wooden
Well, that's what this is
stuff.
for.
But that's not where it's coming in. It's coming in through the humidity in the actual wood itself, and the insulation is stopping it from evaporating. I don't know.
I think it'll be all right.
Okay. Oh, so what did you find?
You know when I was ripping that shit out? This was sitting right up in there.
Black leaf poison?
Yeah, it comes with like the instructions. It's a whole bottle. The label's coming off, but
Black leaf.
I don't know
40,
what it's a poison for.
killing things.
But here's the
Antidote for nicotine. Huh? Calling something in case of accident.
yeah. What is it? Tobacco
An insecticide.
tobacco byproduct.
An insecticide for plants, animals, and poultry.
Oh, is that what it is?
And
Oh, here.
nicotate sulfate solution.
Here's one that says for chickens.
Yeah. I still like my gasoline blowtorch though, because it's a process to get it working.
Well, you're old school.
I'm weird.
You're real old school.
So it's been 2 weeks, and something funny happened whenever we stopped filming.
Well, last time I had to resolder all this stuff here because it was all broken loose. And if you probably remember, I could not get the solder to flow right. I think I was adding too much heat. Oh, holy crap! I hate spiders.
Oh man.
All right, he's gonna have to go.
There's a bunch of them, I think. Oh no, just one. That's just some dead
That's
bug.
probably what he ate.
That was.
All right, well, once the camera's off, that spider's gone. I'm sorry, but he's gone.
Kill him right now. I mean, it's just a wolf spider.
I hate spiders. You got him.
There we go. Okay, now back to plumbing.
Oh, that freaked me out.
You
I got nothing against them as long as they're outside. But anyway.
have a lot against them. Even if they're outside, they're near you.
Well, bugs creep me out. They just do.
Anyway, so you got it to work right, and you got your thing all set up.
I couldn't get it to work right. But as soon as the camera was off, I came back down later that same day, and it freaking solder flowed right in beautifully. I had no problem at all.
I like the little platform.
Yeah, so I didn't want it sitting on the floor, even though the basement is dry. You know, maybe if the water heater floods or something.
I mean, we've had this washer and dryer since I was like 2, and so they'll definitely stick around if we keep them in good shape.
So I made the 2x4 platform, painted it nice white, just to get it off the ground a little bit, really, you know.
I'll probably get some steel wool, and then I'll get some of my white enamel paint, and we'll redo this top piece so it doesn't
the
rust
washer's
up.
nice, but yeah, that got a little beat up. Had to add an extra pipe.
Well, the thing is, like, stuff would sit up here and it would shake and it would rattle around, and it would scratch it up, and then moisture would, like, because you know you would pull the wet clothes over to here and set them down and to get it moist or whatever.
Well, this is where I'm folding them now when they come out of the dryer. Yeah. Maybe I'll add a table or something.
So no more laundromat.
No more freaking laundromat. Yeah, this is nice. I got, you know, the back wall's been all painted and insulated. And
You did a really great
You
job.
wouldn't believe the amount of spiders and spider eggs I had vacuumed up. And even in the, you know, you can see out the window, I got that bump out.
Yeah?
That's where that whole cavity
Oh,
goes.
nice.
And so it had those boards. You can see the boards up. I took all those out, cleaned all that out, stuck my head up in there, and you can just see all the light coming through.
Yeah.
So that was all caulked, and then I insulated, cleaned all the cavities out, insulated, and then you can see obviously where I only went over that far.
It's hard to remember what's, like in the video it's going to be 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But like it's hard to remember what was 2 weeks ago.
But there was so much work to be done to all that before I could just finally place these into place.
And then this will slowly expand to the rest of the basement.
Right.
We'll get things cleaned up.
Where it ends, that'll just continue on. This whole thing will just continue on.
Well, we're gonna have that thing where we're gonna have to start working with the windows and all that. So.
Well, that's where this window is going to be. I think I'm going to use one of those double pane ones you found.
Yep. And
then just reframe it for that size.
I'm not sure if we I mean, it's not really worth mentioning, but me and Bill, we decided to make some wooden mallets for John at the Red Rooster, and he really liked them, and I think we worked very well making the mallets. So I think it's pretty easy. Once we have like a whole day that we just set towards making something, we can make something pretty good.
Well, remember when we walked in with them?
Yeah.
Every guy working there was like, "Oh, hey,
go hit this person with it, or go hit that person with it."
I'll take one of those. John seemed to really like those.
So not much has changed down here, but you've been doing
Except for this.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
all I've really done.
But you've been doing work upstairs.
Oh, in the bathroom.
No, windows.
Oh, the windows.
Yeah.
Well, see, I started with the bathroom. It's like, oh, I want to get the bathroom, and then it's like, well, I'm tired of going to the laundromat.
Did you do any work in the bathroom?
A little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
should we go check out?
Check that out.
I noticed that you did something with the flooring, going up the steps. I'm just gonna gather a bunch of lighting fixtures together. We're just gonna have a shit ton of lighting in the basement.
But the bathroom is a disaster right now.
I saw you rip this up.
I ripped this up because I want to make sure that when I do the flooring in the bathroom, it comes up to the same height.
Yeah.
So this is what I've been doing here because I needed to, the shower is going to go in this corner, and then it's going to be, these two will be tiled walls. Well, the tile is going to go on the cement board, but I needed to cut where the cement board.
I figure I'll probably get a lot of overlapping footage, like extra footage. So then later on, whenever we finish that one video that's like from start to finish for the bathroom, then it can be like, it might be a bit of duplicate footage for a lot of the viewers, but it'll still be like from start to finish. So I think that'd be pretty nice to have all this.
But you can see where I cut it. So that,
oh, it is the same thickness.
So that when the tile goes on, I've got that edge tile, so it'll make it'll come out nice and smooth against the between the two. So that's why I cut this out. But then over here, I did the same thing, but all of this in here I didn't want to tear out, but it was just so cracked and loose. It basically fell out, so I had to pull it out. There was nothing I could do. And then on the bottom, there was none of that there. You can see along the whole bottom that was gone anyway.
When they put that linoleum in or whatever.
So then I started working on other cracks. And I've been watching some YouTube videos on these guys on how to repair plaster cracks. Well, you're supposed to dig it out like that. And then when you go to patch it in, it's not supposed to re-crack. I started doing a little bit up there.
Oh, nice.
That spot up there is right where this
Oh yeah, you had that T that you took out.
Yeah, and that's another spot on the roof that was leaking, which is why that got like rotted.
Ah, I see.
And it was starting to fall down, so I had to take that down. And then this spot over here had a spot that had a big bulge in it. So I went up there and started tapping on that, and then it just started falling down. So that's another repair spot. And then I bought a little bit of plaster repair stuff. I'm gonna need more than this, but I bought this to try and get my feet wet at repairing this stuff.
Will you need any trim for the doorway? Because I have a bunch of old trim.
Well, I have the trim right there.
Oh, okay.
And I took it off just so that I could, when I go to do the walls, I'll go right up to the door casing.
Mm.
And what I want to do...
I think I have some nicer stuff, though.
Well, I think once that gets sanded, it's going to be pretty nice. We'll see. But what I want to do...
Get a new door?
Replace the door. But now that I'm ripping it apart, I want to see if I can't level that all a little bit more. But I took it off just so I could get the plaster repair right up to it, and then whatever casing we put back on.
At least you're finding some good plaster.
Yeah. Well, this here I had to replace because they originally had a sink here, which is what these two holes are for right here, was the hot and cold water.
Yeah.
The toilet was never there. That was added later. But it came through the wall, and it was busted, and I thought it was just a 90-degree. Well, it turns out that's the vent.
Oh, yeah.
Going through the roof. So I had to take that old cracked one out and put that in, and that'll have to be fixed. And then there was some soft spots where I just poked on it and it fell through, so that'll get patched. But the floor's been all braced for the so it won't flex for the tile.
Oh, so you're finished with bracing the floor?
Bracing the floor is
Nice.
done. These old rotted pieces are gone.
You have these pieces over them?
Yeah. It's all been screwed down.
You
can see the lines where I put all the bracing in, and there's where all the floor joists are.
So summer's pretty much over and it's starting to get a little cooler, and you've been plastering the front.
It's all started with this bathroom. Then I got tired of going to the laundromat, so I had the side project of the laundromat. Well, now it's starting to get cooler, and I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, it's cold. So now I'm like, well, I gotta get some plastic on the windows. So now I'm starting to plastic up the windows. Because before, it was like an open hole in here last winter, it was just so cold. So I got this one all done.
And you're actually doing a good job of removing other staples when you put it up, not just adding to the mess, right?
Well,
some of them at
I
least.
didn't take too many staples out, and I wish I had.
Yeah.
So the other one over there, I'm going to start pulling all the staples. But like this window here, it was stuck down, open. So I had to get it all loosened back up, get it back into position. And now I've got all the latches latched, and you probably can't see that.
We'll go outside because you cleaned up the windows.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Windows, and I love that beveled glass.
Yeah, it's nice.
But yeah, you can see through the windows now.
They actually look clean.
But you can see now that they're actually latched.
Yeah.
Whereas before, you couldn't even get them closed enough for that latch to catch. And so now they're all the way up, latched. And eventually, I mean, I didn't do any refurbishing yet. That'll come next summer or something, whenever I have time.
And we've also had a bit of a realization that we think you own, oh, we'll be in front of your face. We think that you own, like, to the neighbor lady's shed, right?
I think my property line is just a few,
Yeah.
maybe 3 or 4 feet away from that shed.
So you might have room to make like a little garage type thing, a carport.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to go out and actually measure someday, but I think...
we measured it and it showed that.
Yeah, because my lot...
The town doesn't even know where it is, which is weird.
No, but on their website,
well,
it gives you the dimensions.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same size as hers. So, and mine starts just a little ways beyond that side of the house, so it goes way over that way. So yeah, I think mine, like just past those plants that look like they're
which you've been slowly mowing over.
Yeah, I have them because I don't like those.
Well, they're annoying when they're growing up and all junk inside of them.
The washer and dryer setup is nice, and I'm so glad it's done.
Oh, because it's gonna like give you an idea of like where it's gonna.
Yeah, and at least this area now will at least give you an idea of what the rest of the basement's gonna look like. Just imagine that being continued on both ways. And by the way, this is actual
concrete.
basement cement paint.
Oh, okay.
It's not just some paint I threw up there. It's the actual stuff.
It's that sludgy damp block.
Damp block, yeah.
Which isn't too expensive, actually. It's
Yeah, it is.
like $20.
And this has got the recommended 2 coats on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I went over it twice. So it's not just some paint I decided to throw up there. It's actually for cement basement walls.
I'm really out of making videos, so I out there.
Yeah,
I don't
sounds
know. I can't keep track of what we've filmed already.
Yo, I'm so happy this is here. I don't have to drag my shit to the laundromat no more.
That'd be like almost a half-day thing, right?
Oh yeah, because you got to get ready to go out, gather all your shit up, throw it in the car, drive to the laundromat, get to the laundromat and go, oh fuck, I didn't get any quarters, and on and on and on.
Oh, we'll probably get a dumpster.
Yeah,
sometime.
get a dumpster, get all the shingles that have been on the
Yeah.
yard for months, get rid of those. I know the neighbors will probably be happy to see those go.
I should make you some workbench table type things. You know, like something to extend off this height.
I wouldn't mind a table here just for folding.
Maybe something like that big.
Yeah, because when you're folding your clothes, you got your shirt, and this thing fills up real fast.
We've done so many on this thing as need extension.
But they work beautifully. They're quiet and they work great. Yeah, I showed your mom the other day. She was like, "Oh my God, that looks so good."
You really cleaned it up nice too.
Yeah, scrubbed her down a little bit.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya. Or as a kid, I would lean up against this.
Oh, for the vibration?
No, it's the
Oh, the old oil can effect?
it used to be bigger. Maybe it's like when it's warmer, it's like boom boom.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is.
There we go, still does it.
It almost sounds like a movie effect.